Do you like money?
Like money.
Yeah.
How many billion?
It's 80, Frito. It's $80 billion. That's a mighty big minus, isn't it?
Yeah. I like money, though.
I know I do. I like money so much that I actually believe that money can truly buy happiness. So I'm sure you like money too. Now, what if I told you that I'll pay you $15,000 a month? Would you like $15,000 a month? Now, you know what? Let me make you a better deal. I'll pay you $20,000 a month. How does that sound? Sounds great, right? Now you might be asking yourself, okay, what's the catch here? So my only request would be is that you dress up like a clown and film yourself 10 minutes a day and just do or say stupid things I tell you to say or do. Nothing crazy or degrading, but just make a fool out of yourself, make yourself look stupid for the internet, like acting, My question to you is, would you make yourself look like a fool for the internet for $20,000 a month? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer that.
Okay.
Good. Did you answer? Now I want you to look at this screenshot. This is one of my videos. It made a total of $355. Looks cool, right? But here's the catch. It made this amount in 74 days with the total amount of views of 66,000 views. And most of my videos let's say I make about 20 to 40 US dollars per video. I upload on average 20 to 23 videos per month. A waiter makes more tips per month than I do from YouTube ad revenue. But I can show you how to make $10,000 per month. I know you have questions and you're probably a bit confused right now. And probably you're asking me, what do I need to do for $20,000 a month? But bear with me for a bit. So look at these videos. Look at the views. So these are uploaded daily. I'm estimating a viewership between 100,000 to 200,000 per day. I'm sure you finished primary school, so you can do simple math on estimating how much revenue these videos get and the total per month. You can pause the video if you'd like and pull up your calculator. I'll pause for 2 seconds before we continue from here. And later in the video, with a shit ton of context, we'll get back to how you can make between $10,000 and $20,000 a month as a gaming YouTuber. And I will also tell you why I'm not doing it.
The true ground you will find down there will be each other.
Yeah, have faith in your brothers. Yeah. Everyone except him. I sense heresy from this one. He's corrupted. You can see it on his skin.
So that's the kind of guy we're dealing with, I guess, is just a racist. Just a regular racist. He doesn't like seeing black guys in the game. Okay, man.
Kid is mixed race. So his black wife divorced him, and now he plays fucking birthday parties. How black-pilling is that? So in a way, you could almost say this is anti-propaganda, but...
Photos of Ubisoft and Halo Infinite developers, and it's all starting to make sense. It's a bunch of fat, white, liberal women. And white, liberal women have no interest in masculine, manly, male characters. They wouldn't even know how to write one if they tried.
I've been watching the gaming world turn upside down lately, and let me tell you, it's like a reality show where everyone's screaming at their screens while trying to make a quick buck. We've got these anti-woke gamers and grifters running around like they invented the joystick, yapping about how the white man is being oppressed, all while they're stacking tens of thousands of dollars a month off this very nonsense. It's like watching someone complain about the weather while selling umbrellas at a hurricane. Take GTA 6, for instance. People are losing their minds because Lucia, the Latina woman protagonist, is leading the charge. Oh no, a woman from a culture that's not mine. They've clearly injected feminism steroids directly into my disk drive. Help, call the anti-woke brigade. Meanwhile, Rockstar's probably sitting back, sipping margaritas and thinking, sure, call it woke, just buy the game. Thanks for the free publicity. It's hilarious how a game's diversity is now the main character's fault. Back in the day, the only thing we cared about was whether the cars in GTA could jump off ramps without blowing up. Now, it's like, does Lucia wear sensible armor or a chainmail bikini? The horror! And don't even get me started on Helldivers 2. The CEO had the nerve to say, we don't discriminate against gays. And Endymion's over here like, woke, woke, woke. It's the bare minimum of decency, but to these anti-woke warriors, it's like a secret code that says, we're running a rainbow SWAT team and you're next. Seriously, respecting women and not discriminating? That's just basic human decency, not some grand conspiracy to ruin your gaming experience. It's like complaining about a pizza place offering gluten-free options.
I still think it's promoting race mixing. But if a modern Marxist rewrote history and added diversity everywhere, and we find out her soon-to-be husband is actually a white guy and not ugly. Shocking. But don't worry, they ruined that pretty shortly. It's not like in the original Fallout games, all the characters were white, but there's something uncanny about this whole thing. We'll put it at that. I'm not going to make a huge deal over it. Now we get to meet our final main character, Maximus. And it's another pussy-ass black guy. All of the survivors managed to get captured anyway. We see that the Latina overseer is the real villain of the show. Yes, this middle-aged brown woman is supposed to be this mega badass evil raider we're supposed to be intimidated by. I'm just tired of propaganda being shoved in my face more than anything.
Of course they're angry. Look at Asmongold. He looks like a female with a beard. I know 5 feminine women that can mess him up. And look at Endymion.
Yes, Ciri's face looks weird, and there's really no denying that, and I also find it hilarious that even when you place actual side-by-side comparisons, people just ignore it like they always do because they're dummies. Also find it funny that recently CDPR announced a new statue of Ciri that they're going to sell that looks how she should actually look, as you can see on screen here. Yet they completely change her face and bone structure in Witcher 4, but they know deep down nobody wants to buy the new Ciri face.
These guys are talking about testosterone? They never had a drop of it in their life. What man cries all day about women online? Certainly not a man with testosterone. Politics and gender aren't the problem. Bad writing is the real issue here. Making Superman bi? Problem. Making Velma Brown for no other reason than ticking boxes? Problem. Adding a scene where someone does push-ups because they forgot a character is non-binary, followed by a lecture about it? That's a huge problem. But Ciri is not a problem. In the last 48 hours, I've gone through an emotional roller coaster studying Ciri's lore, both in the games and the books. Here's what I've noticed. People misunderstand her character. When I say Ciri rejects the Elder Blood, I get comments saying it's not possible, but it is. It's right there in the books. She doesn't reject it in the sense of canceling it. She rejects it because she doesn't want it. Think about it. Ciri was raised by the Witchers. She thinks like a Witcher. Geralt and Yennefer never wanted her to live a life ruled by her elder blood, and neither does she. What people miss is that Ciri is a rebel. She chooses her own path. That's not bad writing, that's good writing, man. And let's be real, the drama people are creating around her appearance? Pure nonsense. They didn't make Ciri look like a man. If they'd turned her brown, put her in purple clothes, made her non-binary, and had her spouting lines like, "White men suck," yeah, I'd have a problem with that. But none of that happened. The stuff people are making up is ridiculous. There's no smoke, no fire, or maybe I'm delusional, or a DEI hire, or whatever. Who knows? All I know is, I've never seen so many men complain about women in my life.
And yeah, I mean, this show's woke as fuck. It's diverse as hell. It's an obvious female empowerment story. That's really the most annoying thing of all.
You did in Concord, which are objectively pretty cool stuff. Woke. Using Unreal Engine to make a game? Yeah, that's woke now. Fellas, is it gay to like buff women? Fellas, is it gay to like Laura Croft? They even did this to Warhammer.
Imagine being conservative and still getting called woke. It's wild. I don't really like labeling myself politically, but I lean more conservative. I believe in family values, and I believe men and women are extremely different, and that's a good thing. Pretending otherwise is ridiculous, and any woman who says we're the same is, in my opinion, denying her own strengths. That said, the anti-woke movement has become a parody. It's turned into an excuse to hate on anything that isn't straight, white, and male. A woman has short hair? Woke. A woman protagonist who doesn't look like some perfect Eve? Woke. It's gotten out of hand. Take Stellar Blade. I like the game, and I'm not alone, but I've seen people commenting things like, there are no male protagonists anymore, and that's just nonsense. There's nothing wrong with women protagonists. The real issue is gender swapping for no good reason, like what happened with Cyrax and Sector in Mortal Kombat 1's Chaos Reigns. That kind of thing feels lazy and forced, and I get why it frustrates people. Bottom line, bad writing is what ruins character, not politics, not gender. Let's focus on that. Endymion's titles are the epitome of this madness. They demand gamers this and that. They hate you. They're pushing the gay agenda. It's like he's built his entire brand on negativity, feeding off the outrage of others while sitting atop a throne of clickbait. And when someone actually tries to ask questions, hey, I'm just curious, boom, they're attacked like they've committed the ultimate taboo of wanting to understand. It's like he's the self-appointed sheriff of the anti-woke town.
Their content on a consistent basis.
Guys, all you need to do is go to any of these channels and watch 3 videos back to back. Try to do that. You'll realize that every video is the same. You'll get a few tweaks here and there, like the game title or the developer they're bashing and the occasional racism sprinkled in. Sometimes you'll find a gem like a video completely contradicting the previous, like this one's from Andy.
I realize these dudes are so deep in the gay communist agenda, they can't even criticize it anymore. Basically, you've got incredibly evil companies like Activision who support pedophilia and Satanism and push DEI initiatives and also spend billions and billions of dollars a year on marketing / Communist Party line rather than identifying the real problem, the actual workers at the bottom. They are the problem. Let me give you an example. So I've talked to a lot of people in the AAA game industry confidentially the past few months. I can't reveal their identities.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Companies like Ubisoft have a president, a board of directors, and these are the guys who just care about the money, basically. Then below the studio heads, you have the 500 or 1,000 people who work at the company. When stuff goes bad and you have a game like Concord that fails, homo leftists like Bellular always blame the president. It's the billionaires, they screech. But after talking to a ton of people in the AAA industry the past few months, I've come to learn this. Billionaires have no idea what kind of game their game company is making. Billionaires don't really care what kind of game the creatives are making.
Wait a minute.
You have to follow the money. It all comes back to BlackRock. And like, I'm seriously going to get kicked off of YouTube if I say who it is. Like, I don't even need to say them. Y'all know.
Who are you?
That one didn't age quite so well.
And of course, they hide behind the excuse, I'm not a journalist, I'm just sharing my opinion. That's a legal defense, by the way. Gaming companies can't even sue for defamation because even if they win, it just fuels the grifters' narrative. See, they're out to get me. They hate us. It's a no-win situation that drags the company's reputation through the mud without any actual proof. The worst part? These grifters are killing games before they even release. That's textbook defamation. Yet nothing can be done about it. Can you believe that? I spoke to a lawyer and asked about the legality of what these people are saying, and let me tell you, they are not safe. There is a certain line they crossed that should have never been crossed. Now, I know a lot of you will be saying freedom of speech and all that. And yeah, sure, everyone has the right to speak their mind. And YouTube is not a country, and YouTube is a platform where you can say almost whatever you want. Don't worry, YouTube is not going to cancel these people, but a lot of them are going to get demonetized overnight.
Holy shit!
This YouTube adpocalypse is happening at least once every 3 to 4 years. And if their message is truly that holy and they really fight for the gamers, ask yourself this. Will they still be posting 1 to 2 videos per day? I highly doubt that. Whether you think it's fair or not, if they get demonetized, there is one thing you need to remember. YouTube is a business. YouTube doesn't want advertisers to leave the platform because their ads are appearing on videos like this. Why do you think these people never have sponsors? Because nobody wants to be associated with these type of people in real life. Endymion had a sponsor, they just dropped him because, as they stated, our values do not align with your message. And that company is Fuel Energy Drink. If Fuel drops you, you're never gonna have another sponsor. Despite all this, Endymion is not that stupid. He really knows how to cover his ass legally. Every 2 minutes, he makes a disclaimer, I don't hate women, I don't hate diversity. He's smart. He knows they're coming for him, and he is building himself a strong defense foundation. On the other hand, a guy like Andy Pants, he's cooked.
Comical amount of diversity. The most offensive being the major of the Cadian guardsmen, who is an Indian woman, an ugly one at that.
Dude, what the fuck, man? Dude, but the craziest part is, when the games are successful, they change their tune instantly. They turn around and they say that the game is actually anti-woke. The game makes the woke mad. Which fucking one is it? Clearly it can't be woke means bad game and anti-woke means good game, right? That would be so stupid. Surely the people making this content have some actual convictions and backbones behind them and don't exclusively look at things based on how many women are in it, or how many black people are in it, or how many brown people are in it, or if there are gay or trans people in it. That would be too dumb. Surely this must be some form of analysis of the art itself. Well, if you're just as fed up with anti-woke crap showing up on your feed or people responding to it as I am, in which case I'm really sorry for subjecting you to this crap, you'll probably notice that there's a through-line pattern with this. They only ever punch down, but they only ever punch down to failing projects. rules. See, you can't make the case of go woke, go broke if something woke is making a lot of money in your eyes. So you are forced to capitulate on this. You are forced to go back and say, actually, the Space Marine game that we just said was a bunch of woke propaganda. Actually, that's a super macho men thing, and the woke people, they hate this game.